The Spin-off Podcast Network.
This is Kiwi is back for a brand new season with more inspiring kōrero from special guests including rugby player, father and role model TJ Perenara.
My family bring me joy. Rugby brings me joy too, but it's not the same joy as my family brings me.
And global dancer and choreographer Kirsten Dodgen.
For some reason, people think I'm very intimidating.
Listen to the new season of This is Kiwi, brought to you by the Spin-off Podcast Network in collaboration with KiwiBank. Available now wherever you get your podcasts.
Are you curious about how business can be better? I'm Simon Pound, and I host Business is Boring, a podcast where I kōrero with some of the most interesting people in entrepreneurship, commerce, and making things happen. Tune in to Business is Boring every Tuesday, brought to you by the Spin-off Podcast Network in partnership with Spark Business Lab.
Welcome along to a very special edition of The Real Pod. My name's Janie. I'm back from the depths of child sickness.
Amazing.
Just taking a brief sojourn. Is that how you say it? Because I always say it wrong.
Beautiful.
I mean,
like I'm
was
in
it right?
Paris.
Because normally I say
a way you can say it.
Usually I say sojourn, and you're like, that's not how you
It's
say it.
definitely not that.
Yeah. So it's a hard J.
A hard J.
Sojourn.
Or is it like a sort of a
In between,
semi-soft?
like a zhuzhi. Sojourn.
Sojourn.
A sojourn. A sojourn. So anyway, far too long on that.
I don't know.
I'm back from a short. I'm back for a short sojourn into the real world, out of the clutches of my sick children. They are buggers, mate. They are. They really are. They're
That
just
Maisie.
cocking up my life left, right, and centre. But anyway,
Buggers cocking up your life. That's salty language.
speaking of cocks and chickens and so on,
Whoa.
thank you, Nan. Thank you, Nando's. No, what? Get your mind out of the gutter.
Do you eat cock? Like, is that... No, but seriously, like, is it always...
This is crazy.
This is not The
an
Rock.
explicit pod.
That's a very rock-esque thing to gag to make.
I'm not doing it in a gag way at all. I'm very, like...
I don't know.
Do they just produce...
I don't know.
You know how, like,
Do they have...
milk only comes from... Fuck.
Yes.
No, but, like, so...
No, but
Do you eat male
The
and
meat is the
female
same.
chickens? Or do they only make the
Is it-
female
how
ones
come
for
I
the
saw
eggs?
the
Or...
chickens get? I saw a whole lot of baby boy chickens get gassed on.
Yeah,
Jamie Oliver's
that's what
show.
that's what I'm wondering.
But that's because they don't
Lay
have
eggs.
But
Yeah,
surely
so
it's not the same situation.
Well, I mean,
right?
obviously, people like to buy a chicken to eat. They like to eat the breast, right? And boys don't have them.
Alice is going to do some research.
Alice will
Okay,
figure this
for a
out.
start, I apologise wholeheartedly to anyone who's come specifically for Married at First Sight New Zealand chat, because we do tend to pick up more listeners around that time when we do our kind of dedicated recaps of Married at First Sight. And those people have no idea what the real
If
pod is
they
otherwise,
don't want us
as we are.
as we are. They should just leave us at the altar.
The,
Alice has a
Hey guys,
answer.
Whoa, cool,
oh, the
Mike.
microphone.
yeah, I've got a mic this time.
Oh my god!
amazing.
Hi.
Great.
Hi, Alice.
Hi, hello.
So
So,
Alice, everybody.
thank you. Both male and female chickens are used to produce chicken meat.
Oh, lovely.
But not eggs.
No,
Okay.
Duncan.
No.
Just confirming.
That's equality in
I think
action.
we should do a whole pod about eggs one day.
Yeah.
Because an egg is not okay.
It's fine.
Really? Because I think they're delicious. I had
No, I
three
love
this
an egg.
morning.
I love an egg, but how does it work? How does it grow? At what point does the shell get involved?
Oh, no,
I feel like the
that's
shell's
not
always
okay.
there.
It's crazy. No, it's not.
But when? How do
God,
they
okay,
decide
so
whether there's
guys,
a chicken there?
Guys, we need to save it for the special egg.
think they
Can we
shake it.
save it for the special egg podcast,
Egg pod.
please? Egg pod.
Or is it just from being sat on?
So anyway, as I was saying, regular listeners of The Real Pod will be used to this kind of ridiculousness. But anyone new, just hang
It's a
in
science
there.
podcast,
We get there. We
basically.
I
get
can't
there.
believe we're like, this is going to be the big pod. It's going to bring in all the listeners. We've got to do it right after maps.
I have 4 weeks to decide I'm going to drop my entire...
Whoa, it's
I am
distorting.
disgusted at how much you have copied
Aaron,
my
though, isn't it?
husband.
This is fine.
I don't know why that was distorted there. Again, usually that sounds perfectly fine. So this is just like a dedicated Married at First Sight premiere podcast, because this is our I don't know. Now that we don't have batch anymore, this is our jam, right? Mm-hmm. So, so thanks, Nando's. Whoops. Yeah, we didn't quite finish there. Thanks, Nando's.
yeah.
Also,
We weren't just talking about chicken for no reason, but also we tend to do that.
Nando's are lovely, and I'm sure they were served at every wedding reception at Married at First Sight.
That would actually be really good wedding catering.
They should have.
Because it's deluxe,
It's like
but
a
it's also
cake of,
quantity.
And great
cake of wings.
vegetarian options as well if you're vegetarian. There's lovely halloumi salads.
A bear of
and,
wings.
And falafels and so
What was it? Was it?
What?
Remember the bear, the chicken bear?
Oh, the chicken beer.
Chicken beer. Well, that was all part
It's
of
a
the
deep cut. Anyway, also, if you want to chat to us at all, #RealPod on Twitter. We are on Facebook, facebook.com/TheRealPodPod. And of course, we've got Real Pod Corner there, which is our Facebook group.
That could almost be like an off-menu item, eh? Like, you know how when you go to In-N-Out Burger, there are like special burgers that you just have to know the name of? Nando's should start doing the chicken bear.
On Instagram,
you know what it means.
Tonight on the television, we're going to ignore the fact that we pre-recording this. So the block. Wow, how about the block?
Wasn't that crazy what happened on the block? The block live auction.
Wow, they all walked away with so
Agni
so
did
good.
what?
Who ran where?
Oh god. So this is we're beaming at you from the past. There was a preview screening last night.
That's right.
For Selected Media, and we were very lucky to be able to see it. So as we're talking, it's Friday. As you're listening, it's probably Sunday or Monday, and you've just seen the premiere of season 2 of Married at First Sight. 2 lovely couples getting married.
Oh my God.
So much to talk about, but let's start with our lovely conservative couple.
or should we start with you guys recapping your great time? Or is that...
A great time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the premiere.
Well, it was very exciting because I finally, I didn't think they were going to bring contestants along. They tend to be a little cagey with the fresh talent.
Yeah, there were no contestants last year, were there?
No, they the last time I think it happened is when they wheeled out Zach during the Bachelor premiere, and he came out and went hello, and then awkwardly tried to give a rose to someone in the audience, and then left.
What was that? Because Art did that as well, right?
I remember they brought Art down the stairs.
Yeah, it was very
she's all that.
When we went to the Bachelor Australia premiere screening, they just had a couple cut out of the honey badger.
Yeah,
and I believe he's now
which we own now.
I know.
Sometimes he wears a chicken hat. It's very exciting. But they had Wayne and they had Fraser, stars of the first episode.
Yeah.
And I freaked out straight away.
What about the brides? No brides? Curious.
Suspicious.
But maybe that's to keep the suspense up.
I think it's also because they just done a big media run and they wanted the larrikins. And by gum, are those two dorks? I love them though.
They'll get on right with each other, like BFFs.
I can't believe.
Are they the new pretty committee? What about the witty committee?
Oh,
my
that's
God,
good. That might even become a thing.
I love it. I can't believe though. I got so sucked in by Wayne's mad array of shirts that I thought he was definitely going to be the kooky one. It's Fraser.
Oh, yeah.
Fraser's
Fraser's such a hardcore
Look,
cook.
those photos, I mean, I've only obviously met 4 people. When I say met, I've seen them on the television, 4 of the contestants. But the photos I thought things about Fraser just based on the shirts he was wearing in those photos.
What do you mean?
No, not those sorts of things. No, probably the opposite. And,
What's the opposite?
I don't know. I judged him possibly unfairly based on his shirt that he's wearing in his promo pics.
Isn't he wearing a suit?
No, some other photo I've seen. He's wearing like a loud
He's definitely
shirt.
not wearing a musical tie.
Maybe it was from when I stalked his Instagram. I don't know. Anyway,
tell us about the
You
event.
love Fraser.
no, listen. I don't love Fraser. I do have a question for you. Did they give out a $10,000 diamond like they did last year?
No.
No?
That was amazing.
That was the craziest thing
It was
ever.
hard out.
10,000. Where did that come in? I didn't watch last.
No,
Ryan
last
Briggs did
year
it.
At the event.
At the event, they everyone had little boxes of chocolates or a $10,000 diamond.
What?
And we didn't win it.
Maybe I ate it. It might have been in.
There were
Ice cream?
Were there
there were
flavours?
very big segments of cheese.
Yeah, huge actually.
What type of cheese are we talking?
Lots of different,
Camembert,
but there was like
brie.
this really crumbly, just a white cheese, just a crumbly white cheese, and it was just way
Feta?
too big.
Feta?
Nah. Nah.
Was it yellowy or
Yellowy
white?
white.
So like an aged cheddar.
Kinda, I guess.
Oh
maybe.
my god.
It was artisanal.
Save it for the cheese pod.
We sat down with like just around all the food platters.
Yeah.
So it kind of looked like they were just ours, and we ate a lot. But what else? We didn't get a diamond.
No.
But you come away empty-handed.
I didn't finish my popcorn though. There could have been a diamond in the bottom of it.
That's true.
I feel like it would have been wise of them to let people know there was a diamond in the food somewhere if they wanted to really get the full effect of that.
Extract
So
maximum
it's
value.
the first cut back, season 2 versus season 1.
Yeah.
I think we should talk about what we're gaining and what we're losing.
Okay, well we're
Right.
gaining new experts.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Famous one from across the ditch.
She's
I
the
know.
sexy one.
Is she the sexy? Oh, she is. She
She's
was
the
one who gives the
sex-
rooting advice.
Yeah, she gave the rooting advice to
Tracy and
no, Carly and Justin.
Justin, that was doomed.
And then he went off. I can't believe, it's the one thing. One of my life's big regrets is we never, for some reason, discussed Justin going underwear shopping for Carly when we were doing our recaps of the Australian season, and the fact that he ended up like buying himself a mesh vest.
It's such that is actually like underrated moment, and it's such a cool thing. How did you miss that?
Like a sex vest.
It basically,
What
yeah.
else? What
It's
else
like
is a mesh
really
vest
big
for?
mesh, like
Oh god.
like this big holes.
Like they had the sex talk with Trish, and she was like, just
That was when they had to hold hands.
Yeah. And then he decided to help move things along. He'd go underwear shopping for her, but he basically just spent the whole time perusing for himself. It was bizarre.
It was Justin was. I mean, it was such an amazing cast that you just sort of forget that Justin, always looking 1,000 miles into the distance, was just hanging around.
But anyway, so sexy therapist is there, and also Tony, who we know from last season, and he's become like the main voice.
Yeah.
And then the blonde lady, whose name escapes me.
Yeah.
Seems nice enough. Seems professional.
She talks about language of love. which
Love
I like.
languages.
Love languages.
Yeah.
I'm into them. Are you into them?
I mean, I know of them.
I don't know. Of
Oh,
them.
you got to look into your love languages.
I know.
I
I love
all of them.
I just want the gifts. Like the receiving of gifts. Is good. Thank you. And acts of service. If you can give me stuff and do things for me, that's great. I'm a horrible human.
But also words of affirmation.
Yeah, that's good too.
Are these love languages that you're
Read the
talking
book.
about?
It's a proper thing, yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so anything else we need to add on them?
I think it's exciting that they've got the fancy.
Yeah.
The sexy.
Yeah, it makes it seem it's a little bit of glamourish.
Although it seems like she might only be there for like the first bit. Maybe not.
Is she not going to be
I know,
there for the
she's
counselling?
like, she's called like guest thing, so maybe I think she's just,
Right, so she might have just been there for the setup.
yeah.
It's a
maybe.
bit like are they doing to Married at First Sight what they did to MKR when they bought Pete
Paleo.
Minoan, but they also completely ditched Kitchen HQ and they just do instant restaurants. So if they've done that with Married at First Sight, is there going to be do we know? Are there any?
Well, what
sort
would they
of
ditch? I know
They
what
could
they
ditch
ditched.
the actual marriages.
Yeah, this is a problem.
It's
It is
well.
proven to be untrue. But they've ditched that first, like the hens night and the stag night.
Yeah, which I think is great.
So they are legally getting married.
No, they're
No,
not.
they're not.
No.
Yeah, okay.
But I think that's good that they've ditched that. But the fact that they're just doing to like a matey moon as the
Are they though?
Yeah.
Are they doing a matey moon, or
that's what
do
they're
they do a
implying.
few days on their own first and then meet up with everyone else?
But it said that you're going to Bali on AirAsia, like the
Yeah.
most budget of all the budget airlines. Cool.
Oh, racist.
It's just a price thing, and to meet everyone, and that again, it was like that's what they were most excited about. I'm worried.
That is definitely what
worried.
Monique was most excited about.
Yeah,
It
Yeah.
wasn't necessarily what Fraser was most excited about.
Monique was very keen to.
I mean, Fraser's going to need some people to play board games with.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
You can't do choir on your own.
Well, actually, I don't know. You can. He can.
Should we start at the start?
Okay. So Fraser Pierce is a 27-year-old policy analyst from Wellington.
Oh.
He's a self-confessed nerd, sings it from the rooftops, quite literally. He's into board games, video games, card games and choir, all the good games in choir. And he also uses the word nerdgasm.
Oof, I
which
don't like
is-
that.
That happened, yeah. That was real soon that word came out,
Also,
so to speak.
he's got a little, like a nameplate that says Fraser's Room with a little wooden train thing on it.
Oh, that made me cry.
That's obviously a childhood, I hope it's a childhood memento.
Yeah, but why is it still there? He got at the event, actually, he got very angry because Dom Harvey from The Edge did a little ditty talking to both of them. And I think he might have muddled them a bit. And he's like, you're 32. You've come up here. And Fraser was livid. He's like, I'm 27. And I was like, I don't know. No one knows how old you are.
You're about that age, aren't you?
I'm 27.
Oh, yeah.
No one would ever mistake me for 32, though. For I am a child.
Yeah. So anyway, Fraser, he's had his heart broken before. He's 13.2 out of 10 excited to be on Married at First Sight, though.
No, that wasn't. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Don't confuse Fraser and Wayne.
Yeah.
I did that. I confused them in my notes. It's definitely Fraser, right?
It's definitely Fraser.
Nerd
yeah.
is 13.2.
In my head, I kept thinking that Fraser was called Neil. And I was imagining that it was Andrew Jury's Neil.
Do you know what Neil?
But it's just not plausible. He would always flush.
No, he definitely
So
would
we
always
know about
flush.
Fraser.
I think
He's a
he would
flusher.
wipe down for the next person, to be honest with you. He looks like a Neil, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's just got a Neil haircut.
He does.
Fraser and Neil are basically the same name anyway.
Fraser's
Etymologically.
Fraser's dad is a Jehovah's Witness, and so he's a bit nervy about giving Dad's cell phone the call to let him know that he is going to get married. It seems like they've kind of cut back on the telling the family and friends thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a
that is
phone
rushed
call.
through. It's like, hello, and it's happening tomorrow. Bye. I'm like, people have schedules. You know, if you had to go to a wedding like next Tuesday, you'd be screwed.
Well,
right?
I couldn't.
You
We got
couldn't.
invited and I couldn't go.
If Maisie rang you on her little plastic phone,
Yeah.
and Mum's cell phone, you wouldn't be able to.
Oh, she wouldn't let me not, though. She's such a devil like that.
But also, does he know that within a contact you can save home numbers, cell phone, work? I don't know.
What?
It was written as Dad's
the
cell
name
phone.
was Dad's cell phone. You know what I mean?
Like,
Oh, so do you save multiple numbers?
I don't, because I only really have one number for every person.
but on a phone such as this, which I believe he was he rocking an iPhone?
I think he was rocking an iPhone.
It has, like you can save their mobile number, their home number, their work number.
I know, but
it
no,
just says it underneath.
Imagine how frightening it would be to meet someone who did that, though. Like,
He's a policy analyst. I don't know.
here's their email address and here's their home address. I got it on a VCF. If you meet someone like that, run. Like straight up serial killer.
You guys should run.
And I think if you put a surname in the surname field rather than putting both names in the first name field, you're a maniac.
Duncan, you are.
I've got rules.
I agree with that.
They're not
Thank
rules.
you, Alice.
They're not rules.
They're rules.
They're not rules. That's
I have
the
my
opposite.
Jane.
That's the opposite of rules.
My
That's
dad
being,
is called his full name in my phone.
That's fine, but where is it? Is it all in the first name field, or have you put?
I don't know. I think I like to do that. I like to do it as it is, because then sometimes when your phone's feeling conversational, it'll just say their first name, right? If you do it in the 1 and the 2, it'll be like John.
Mum,
Your phone?
Mum, ye, home number,
Mum, ye.
mobile number,
Look
work
at that.
number,
Oh,
home email,
whoa.
door code, alarm
Door
code.
code? You are a serial killer.
No, I'm just Fraser's dream woman.
Or his nightmare.
Love a board game too, by the way. Love a board game.
I think we should try and get Fraser on the pod to play a game with us. This is my early.
Oh wow, that would be
Early
really
bit.
I'm
really
so
very
not keen.
What do you mean? He
Extremely
loves
not
Catan.
keen.
You saw
He
that.
loves Catan.
Doesn't Catan go on
We
for
can
like
play
6
Catan.
days?
No.
Is that risk?
Yeah. Catan is great fun.
Okay. This is something
Okay.
else. Save that for the
Gaming pod.
Okay, so that's Fraser.
Okay, so also when his dad picks up, hello, old man. It was very cute. And then Dad was fine. Dad was
Yeah.
cool. Dad was cool about it. He was like, look, just whatever makes you happy, son.
I mean, Jehovah's Witness is definitely an incredibly bad cult, but Dad seemed okay.
Dad seemed fine.
Is that
Also,
why they don't believe in blood transfusion?
That's the one where that we did the investigation on, and they basically let paedophiles just hang around.
well, that's a big call.
That's just
Honest opinion.
Allegedly. No.
Not even really
in the
allegedly.
story.
They just believe that you can deal with paedophilia as like a sort of a civil issue within the church. And if you take a year away to be a bit penitent, back you come.
Okay.
It's not necessarily.
So it's not
what
classic real
Fraser's
pod content.
What
It's not-
Dad's cell phone subscribes to, just so we're clear.
Oh, that's the other thing. Maybe his surname's cell phone.
Yeah.
We shouldn't
That's
jump to
true.
conclusions.
That's
And
right.
his first name is Dad.
He wasn't even calling his father.
Dad's
He was
cell
calling
phone.
just that old man Dad's cell phone.
It's like a rap
He
name.
lives down the road.
It's so cool.
Oh my God.
Also, the other thing is about this short notice business. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Wayne who, at some point during the episode, was like, it's been 4 weeks. It's been on my mind for months or something, or preparing. It's like, if these people have known months in advance that they're cast, there's no way they're keeping it from their family and friends all that time.
Or has he known he's applied for months and only found out that and you would be on your mind even if you'd applied.
I don't know.
And you'd had some chats.
I don't know.
You have a chat, or you don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know about
I
that.
think you save it and drop it on Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. It actually looked like a good time.
I think most of those people who were told were not unaware.
Yeah, it was quite strange.
Something was coming about Married at First Sight.
What
Just
is
saying.
this camera crew doing here at my market stall?
That's the one question I have that I actually am going to try and find out is what do they tell the people who are being filmed?
I think that's easy, right? You just say,
filming for what now?
for a reality show. You just
No, but okay,
If
you
this is
know
your daughter.
You know that your daughter, single daughter. You know that your daughter is she's probably told you at some point that she's applied months ago, and then suddenly this reality TV crew turns up, and daughter's got something to tell you all. Like,
I don't know. You
come
just
on.
say it's the news.
You are just.
This is the fucking news.
Monique is a 25-year-old teacher from Christchurch. They didn't even bloody organise anything for their family. Not even. She just turned up to the market.
It was an ambush.
Yeah.
Were they stallholders there?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have a little coffee cart.
Yeah. So it was like.
Oh, I'd love a coffee.
Do you think they said, "Oh, Monique, what we'll do is we'll get your family together for a coffee," and she will go, "Hang on, I got a shortcut here. I can arrange that easily. We just go to the market on Sunday because they've already got the coffee cart. So that's fine. Save those dollars."
That's true.
Did
you notice behind them $3 burgers?
What?
I was surprised.
That's probably why the news was there.
Have you been to that market?
Yeah,
You're
Riccarton Market.
Christchurch?
Yeah.
Is that where Sam's Bagels are? Does Grizzly?
I don't know.
Grizzly go there? Sam, if you're listening,
Hi, Sam.
you know what I'm talking about.
is that your
So it's
baker
become
dad?
like a
Baker
phone
Dad.
call.
Sam Baker Dad.
Sam Baker Dad.
Maximum.
Maximum
That's
Baker
the
Dad.
maximum.
Have you ever had coffee there from a kindly old man?
I've never been to that coffee stall. I wish
What
I
about
had
a $3 burger? You had any $3
No.
burgers?
No. I
If
don't know why
anyone's
I
had a
went.
$3 burg, and look, I think if they haven't, someone will, right?
Yeah.
Get there.
Sick of
On
corny
their
on
way to the new Nando's in Christchurch, I'll just grab a $3 burger
Snack
appetizer.
burger. Sustenance.
Let us know if they're if it's all smoke and mirrors or if it's actually a good burger. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
I have to go in 25 minutes.
Okay, I'm nervous because we're all getting married.
Hey, how cool is I don't really like Neil, or I'm still undecided about Neil.
His name's Fraser.
Okay, I'm going to keep calling him Neil.
Okay.
Fraser. What's the first thing you look for in a woman? Eyebrows.
Okay.
So cool.
That's not what he said.
He
It
did.
is?
He said
Well, they
strong-
at least edited it that way.
Strong eyebrows. Yeah, I think there's a lot of they edited it that way. Strong eyebrows and normal body shape. But he would also, like he's trying to say, I don't want, curvy's fine.
Yeah, he was trying to be nice.
He's trying to be nice. But he'd also like to have two of everything.
Two of
Oh, that's right.
everything.
Two of everything.
But with the caveat, where that's a normal thing to have. So not
Yeah,
say,
he dug
No.
himself
not
into
two
a
noses.
deep
Not
hole.
two noses.
Real fast.
That was-
It was quite David
Hey.
Hughes, like definitely two legs,
I
two of
know.
everything really. Whereas
Well, so
whereas
David.
normal, just kept talking.
And when the bridesmaid walked in, he was like, "Oh, she's amazing."
He did.
I loved it.
His face after that, he was like in a
yes.
proper hole.
Okay, he did a fist bump and was like, yes, and then he goes, oh, that's not the bride. And at first I thought that was a gag, like it was a joke, and they edited it to show people's like shocked faces from another part of something, right? Just to kind of give some drama to it. But then it comes back from the ad break and he's like, oh God, I really fucked up. I called
He
the
shuddered.
bridesmaid a bride.
And she was just like wearing a normal dress, like.
He's like, what did he say?
But I think
He's
it was
like,
because
"This
she
is good."
probably, I think she had she had two legs, so he probably thought
like that.
this is the one for me.
He's like, yeah, two of
Been
everything.
waiting my whole life for
I
this.
like what I say.
One moment.
He actually before she came down the aisle, before she hobbled down the aisle, poor Monique, I'm not sure what was going on with she was entering the church, but she was really caught up in her dress. But he sent her a wee giftie and a card, and he
Brett
used the right "your" in the card, and she
And
was
that's when
like,
she knew that he
"He's
was
the
the
one."
one.
She's a teacher.
There's a low bar, eh?
Yeah.
I have a teacher friend who uses the wrong "you're" all the time.
Really?
Yeah. It's not okay.
Report them.
Yeah.
Marry them.
What's his or her name?
Not telling you that. Not
Are they
telling you that.
married?
I've got
Two
lots.
legs?
I've got lots of teacher
No more
friends.
What are
clues.
the eyebrows like?
Exceptionally strong.
The
Anyway,
card was cute though.
the card
I
was
thought.
cute. It was cute.
It was like, thanks for doing the thing or whatever. Like, it had quite a funny.
It had a bachelor.
Right reasons?
Bachelor. No, let's do the damn thing.
Oh, yeah.
That was old Becca. Becca's saying that she had with Ari, and then he went off with the with the second place getter, and then she became the bachelorette, and then kept using that as her tagline throughout her own season. It was weird. Anyway,
Oh my god.
sorry, I digress. It's not as bad as talking about eggs, though. At least they're still in the realms of reality television. Anyway, the friends are happy with the coupling. They tell him that she's bossy, which is great. They have a wee kiss. The ceremony's like pretty straightforward. I do's and a wee kiss, and that's fine. Anything else?
I can't remember.
Was this one of the weddings you were at? Were you at?
No.
No.
I was only at one.
Yeah.
It was Tattoo Man.
Oh, okay, right, gotcha.
Tattoo stand.
Then they have their photos, and that's fine.
And he was stealing some kisses.
He was.
In a way
and
that
she
was
wasn't
borderline.
loving it.
Not okay.
I always have to steal my kisses from you, kind of a way.
Yeah.
Then they had to go off to the reception, and
Yeah, when she talked about having like an out of body experience while this like stranger was bashing her up, was
she kept looking at her ring and looking up at the camera, and then looking down at the ring and going, that was the moment she actually completely freaked out on camera about the situation.
They did a really good job of just staying on her for ages because like she's so like real. I think.
Yeah.
She genuinely was just freaking out in a way that was quite relatable.
I 100% think that what we see of Fraser is real too.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
he's genuinely a nerd, but he's genuine.
Also, how good is this new technique of their freeze framing black and white?
Oh yeah,
it feels weird, really dated, even though it just arrived.
their reaction, because like, what are they? How are they actually going to react? Like, even if they don't love what they see, they're not going to like vomit on the spot or anything, are they? Ben did. Oh yeah, Ben did. He did.
Just didn't look.
He started reaching.
Your eyes. Disgusting.
It's not happening.
Foul spirit.
Anyway, they go off to the reception, and Fraser does his speech / dating profile intro, and he's like, "Hello, I'm Fraser. I like board games. I'm in choir, and I'm happy to be here. Thanks very much."
Aspiring beach babe.
I think that was a good gag.
That was a really fell flat. I mean,
She didn't even do. She didn't do a speech.
I think she probably did, but it must have been really bad.
They didn't get anywhere near enough alcohol into the pair of them. Like, that's what they do in Australia, right? They just get them all lick it up and
yeah.
It was a very anticlimactic reception and so on.
Yeah.
Are they going through them faster than last time?
Well, it feels like
in the premiere
Did
we
we
had
do
two
one pair?
weddings, didn't we? Wasn't it? It was Lacey and Luke, and the oldies, I think.
I don't know, but it felt like we had more time at the weddings and the receptions and things.
Could
like,
it have been an hour and a half?
Maybe.
Anyway, Fraser says that in the moment interview, he says, "I like the idea of meeting someone who's better than me."
That was weird, eh?
I thought that was sad. I was like,
but also like the way that he said it
is
was
it
like,
arrogant?
I don't. Yeah, it sounded arrogant to me. It was like I don't often meet people who are even as good as me.
Right.
I just wondered if he thinks so lowly of himself that he's like, like out of my someone who's out of my league, kind of a thing. Do you think? No,
I don't think he's got a lot of opinion of himself.
on it.
Okay. Anyway, but then he says, I definitely think she's going to be a contender. Like, I don't know. She might not be better than me. Let's wait and
That's so
see.
weird. He's hopefully going to continue to like sort of say real bad
Yeah,
things.
I just genuinely think he like doesn't know what he's saying.
I
He's
agree.
just a dork.
I agree.
I love him. I love them.
Yeah.
I've got high hopes. That I think
Me
they're
too.
Contenders.
I think
Sure.
she is. She's very lovely.
She's very lovely. When
She didn't talk a lot though. I have to say, once like she was talking a lot, when it was her little pre-roll thing. But once they got together, then it was all him.
It's the Fraser show.
It's the Fraser show. She's happy to share a bed in the hotel, but no activities.
Yeah, no activities.
So you're not going to be playing Tupperware.
Yeah.
He was getting all the board games
guitar.
ready.
No, but back they go.
And then they're told that they're going to be going off to Bali to meet up with the others. for a huge, multi-moon.
I wonder if they'll bump into old mate. Cat.
Oh, yeah, fashion.
Rings.
Selling earrings
Or, no.
What?
No, but I think it's a story.
Okay. All right. Take that one away. The other thing that he said, this is real good. So she seemed less enthusiastic about him in the relationship, I think. She was just more reserved, more nervous. He was just like, honestly, I think a chicken probably could have walked down the aisle and he would have been happy. 2 legs is fine, you know? Strong eyebrows.
They actually do, don't they? Those like rubber ones.
He's really...
Was that a cock? I don't know.
He's really into the whole thing. He's just really into the whole thing. Anyway, he's like, this is the first day of many to come. Yes, it is.
About the rubber eyebrows.
You know that stuff.
I know.
Oh! She's snorting. You got her. Can we just talk about that just quickly for a second? This is the first day of many to come. Well, you can say that any day, right?
Well, you
Yeah.
can't always be sure.
Well, no, but...
Many is a bit cocky.
Okay, I'm just looking up the rubber
Name
chicken.
of the episode.
No, rubber chicken. No, it's
Oh, is that not?
rooster eyebrows.
Oh, rooster. Because were you talking about the rubber chicken?
No.
It's the rubber look.
Oh,
Rubber effect eyebrow.
the rubber effect. What's a rubber effect?
No, but you know that stuff. Yeah.
That's not eyebrows though. That's like...
No, but I think they have a little bit
Heads.
around their eyes, don't they? Like, get in there.
Whoa! Look at this guy. That's disgusting.
No.
Oh,
God. That's a lot.
that's like salami. It's
Thank
like
you.
folded salami.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Oh, yeah, no, they do have...
adjacent.
Thank you.
But even without the rubbery stuff, there's a decent eyebrow there.
It's actually like
If you look
it's an
side on.
amazing look.
Yeah.
Like a rooster's just walking around with a crazy giant rubber mohawk as if it's normal.
I
And
like you just decided it's rubber.
We don't.
Suggest it's like added on later.
Forget the rubber. What about
Surely nature would not do that.
You're
Forget on these things.
Those are the under the chin dangly downs.
Dangly down.
They're a problem for me.
That is the podcast new name.
You know what it feels like just by looking at it.
Yeah,
Stuff.
rubbery.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
But we digress.
Anyway, we have high hopes for. Well, I have high hopes for Fraser. And
What
Mate.
about What's her name? The Russian.
Kesnia?
Ksenia.
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 That's a problem.
I think it's Ksenia.
Ksenia.
Yes, that's
Okay.
right.
Thank you.
Why are we doing this podcast? When you're not? Okay, let's go meet Wayne, helicopter engineer from the Naki.
Wayne Anthony McIntosh.
And they're straight in there with the story, man. That was hard.
Yeah.
That was like straight away. I was like, oh god, I have to unthink all the things I was thinking about the ugly shirts.
Yeah. He's earnest as hell.
Earnest
I
man.
But
like
also
him.
good jokes.
He's got good jokes. He's a
Yeah.
good bloke.
So
Like-
Dad saved his life. No, so Dad died saving Wayne's life, and it was a very moving and heartbreaking story. And then he goes on to say that he wants to just take the bull by the horns, so to speak, for the rest of his life. Just take opportunities as they come, get married at first sight, and so on. And he'd like a small, petite blonde younger than him. Thanks.
Did he say that?
Yeah, that's his
That
like
was top of his wish list.
So I
his
missed
wish list.
that.
How many legs though?
It doesn't specify. So I mean,
Any number.
Ksenia is a 34-year-old Russian who works for
She's
an
34.
auto. I might have made that up. I don't know.
She vibes young. She goes out
just
Friday,
vibes
Saturday,
young.
and Sunday.
Maybe it was 24.
No, she did.
She
but
used
rare,
to.
like Sunday is.
Sunday night's weird.
I mean,
what you're doing
it's like
there.
a tough night.
It's not a lot open.
Vodka room.
In any case, she's either 24 or 34, one of those. She works for an auto company but doesn't drive. She wants someone who's taller than her, sincere, sense of humour, and a nice guy.
Tick.
Doesn't.
Maybe not taller, but definitely sense of humour and nice guy so far. Taco Tuesdays.
And feeds the ducks.
She just wants
That's
someone
like
to
her
feed
main
ducks.
hobby.
Yeah,
It's
she
quite
loved
intense.
it. You're actually not supposed to feed ducks
No.
like bread these
No.
days.
No, you're not supposed to throw it in the
Is it
water.
Carbs.
If you throw it in the water, it swells up, and there's no, I don't know.
I think it's I don't know. I
It's
think she'll look
something.
into it.
It's something.
Well, I'm not taking that away from Ksenia.
No, it's one of the only
You
things she's
can't
got.
take that away.
Anyway, they tell their mates. Their mates are all, what? You told me you applied, and then you told me you got in, and now you're telling me you're in. This is crazy. her deal breaker his deal breaker is people who think their shit don't stink, Neil, and put themselves on a platform without getting to know the other person. I don't feel good about this relationship.
Yeah, no. And they also flagged that a bit.
They flagged it like a lot in the promo for the next episode.
That's the other thing. They've done like a Bachelor style. They've just kind of spoiled all the couples.
Yes. Yeah.
You know? Which
yeah.
I think is the other thing about taking away the hens and the stag night is you like got to know the people individually.
Yeah, and then wondered who they were coupled up with.
And there was a lot of Wayne and Ksenia.
Yes.
Having a bad time in Bali.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I think she says that was it her or one of her friends who said like she can just like she's in or she's out, like, and she won't care if it doesn't work out. If it doesn't work out, she won't care, kind of thing. And so when he says, you know, it's to me it's a little bit of foreshadowing when he says someone who puts himself on a platform without getting to know the other person. I feel like we could be in that situation maybe.
She did say she would be happy marrying herself, which is really cool. But it also, I don't know if Wayne will like that.
I don't know if Wayne will like that.
She's supposed to be marrying him.
Her deal breakers, old and bald. And it would also be really good if he had a nice surname. What's his surname? McIntosh. Oh, yeah.
That's
delicious
You
toffees.
love those?
I do.
Oh, that's a separate pod.
I've got a packet at home.
You like
They're the
a
ones that
freaky
they stick
flavour.
in your teeth.
No, you guys like molten coconut,
No,
don't
God,
you?
no. I like
no one on earth
original.
likes malt.
You like
I like the toffee one,
Mint.
and I like mint.
mint.
Mint's good.
Okay. It's,
Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to say Harrogate or something.
How's that a flavour, eh?
it's a place. Didn't we talk
it?
about this already? Harrogate's a place. Or maybe I just talked about it on the internet. It's a
didn't know
place where the
that.
flavour
Oh.
derived.
I guess champagne is a flavour or something.
Okay.
Pizza.
Her friends were like, when she's getting ready, Ksenia's, her friends were like, oh, God, it's all happening. She's like, well, there's no going back in these heels. And I'm like, if I was wearing those heels, I would definitely be falling backwards for a start. But secondly, it's not like you don't get married because I can't leave because I'm wearing heels. Is that how it works?
I don't know. Maybe that's why first wife, she did seem a bit trapped.
She did seem a bit trapped in her heels.
Like there was a force field of some kind.
Oh my God, the magic heels. Wayne had a heart attack while he was getting ready.
I was genuinely concerned.
So were his friends.
Like a chest pain.
Yeah. And then he nearly vomited on the way there, out the car window. He had to stick his head out like a dog.
It's quite sweet because I think New Zealanders are particularly bad at reality TV, obviously. We're just too shy, and that's why it's hard to cast it beyond like a sort of second, third season. And I think it also makes us like triply self-conscious in these situations, whereas like Tracy and Dean just loving it, loving the cameras, loving the attention. People like Wayne not having the greatest time for multiple reasons. It's quite sweet.
Yeah. Oh, it's also, speaking of that, we've got Tracy with us on the Spin-Off TV, which would have happened
last Friday.
2 days ago. But
Be on the internet.
a much anticipated sit down where we showed Tracy Jewell the greatest New Zealand reality moments is finally seeing the light of day.
God, I can't believe it's going on the
free
TV.
now, or it'll be buried somewhere on Facebook.
I mainly just like watching Robin fall in the wheelbarrow again.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. Okay, anyway, his friends are like, this could be, it's like, you're more nervous than you were at musicals in high school. And he's like, well, I knew what musical I was doing. I don't know who I'm marrying. And his friend's like, could be Cinderella, could be Little Shop of Horrors.
That was quite a good
great line.
It's a great line, but I don't remember seeing Cinderella as a school performance. Little Shop of Horrors, though.
Did you go to school with Wayne?
No, I'm just sort of generally speaking. Went to a
Okay.
lot of...
I haven't seen either.
Oh, Little Shop of Horrors is great.
Cinderella like a musical? Is that
No, that's what I'm
something-
saying.
I'm sure
I
that
feel
it
like...
must have been adapted. It's a very famous story. It's the one
authorised
where,
one.
like, she's a like poor floor cleaner. And she's got these older. Anyway,
Okay.
look it up.
She walks down the aisle. He's like, holy shit, she's gorgeous.
She did look incredibly beautiful.
Yeah. And it gave him rest assurance. Something gave him rest assurance, which I thought was cute. That was his first, like... Remember throughout, like, the first season of Bachelor New Zealand, and I think it was Crystal just kept getting phrases wrong all the time? Not Fraser, like Fraser, but phrases.
Was it Crystal? It was the Black Doris.
There was actually there was a whole host. There was a whole host of them. But
Oh, yeah,
no,
it's true,
Crystal
true.
Crystal did as well. I think she had
God.
Sure, I could watch that again.
wearing
right
her heart
now.
up her sleeve or something. I don't know. Anyway, So I'm just hoping for lots more of those. I love those. But she was sort of like, he's not bald or short or he doesn't have crooked teeth, so he'll do for now.
But it did seem quite faint praise.
Did anyone notice who was officiating that wedding?
No.
Nikki from The Block, season 5.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Nikki and Tiff.
Nikki and Tiff of all the good rooms.
Oh my god.
Holy.
yeah.
That's this bloody MediaWorks universe.
All I did was look at that and go, I want her doing my wedding. Like, I want to get married now, so I can have
No,
Nikki.
but you've got to get
Who's the
Corn
best?
dog.
Sorry.
corn dog.
Giddy.
Oh,
Louise.
yeah, Laura.
Laura Giddy.
Like, she has to bring Brownie though, right? Brownie
Yes.
for all.
I think that's part of the deal.
There's some great celebrity celebrants. I think Jackie Brown does.
Jackie Brown is. I think Michelle might be.
I could.
Seems like the kind of thing she would do.
Nikki from The Block.
Nikki from The Block. Is this post The Block? She was like,
Gerald
I'll use my profile.
Urquhart,
Gerald
ex of
Urquhart.
Shortland Street, offered to
What's
become a
it-
celebrant to officiate my wedding.
What was his name again? Durville. Luke Durville.
Luke de Urville.
He died.
Yeah. Oh, spoiler alert.
What if someone's watching Shortland Street from the beginning? Only up to year 22. Fuck, Alex.
That's it. That's it. We haven't seen their what do you call it? Reception yet. That'll be on tonight's episode. What?
No, yeah, well, no, we didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't.
Alex is looking at me like
No,
we
I
did.
just had to freak out about the time. Tomorrow night. Well, depending.
Oh,
when
tomorrow
you're
night. Sorry,
listening.
yeah, depending on where you're listening. Or last night if you're listening on Tuesday. I mean, this is a very tricky thing when you're not recording live, isn't it?
Crazy.
Anyway, so thanks. That's us chatting Married at First Sight.
In general, slightly like it wasn't the kind of big explosive first episode like that I was hoping for, I guess. Like it was great with last season having Mr. Fluffy being a big disappointment, and like it was just and quite randy. He's quite randy
Yeah,
little man.
yeah.
And I feel like
There's no raunch so far.
there was So I think we're still waiting for fireworks. I think we need something tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well,
But they have
it's
also sort of seemingly been front-footing that it's like going to be a tamer season drama-wise. Like there was a story in the Herald about like how Math season 2 tried to eliminate the toxicity of last season, sort of thing. So, but I am kind of into the fact that they're all honeymooning together. We didn't see that last time.
I mean, we want some toxicity, don't we?
That's the thing.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
it's a reality show without the drama. Oh, it's like my life, my fucking life. You want me to watch that? Absolutely not.
That's the end of our podcast. Thank you so much for listening. I just like I just feel like the corn dogs would be really upset if they didn't hear this while listening to a podcast.
It is. Is it time to match?
Like and subscribe.
Max Key Corner. I know. I'll never forget you.
Subscribe, like and subscribe.
I got nothing. I just wanted to play the song.
Yeah.
And maybe to say that wouldn't it be interesting if Max was one of? I mean, he's not, but maybe
Well, that no.
season 3.
Celebrity bride or groom.
Oh my
would be an
god, that would be
amazing
so
curveball.
good.
That's what they got to do. They got to take it out of the Bachelor.
Or but wouldn't you could just do that as a one-off Married at First Sight celebrity?
No,
where that was
chuck
the
them
whole
in.
thing.
No, just chuck
Chuck
one
them
in.
in.
What? Because if they're normal,
Yeah.
can't.
No,
do
you
that
have
to
to
them.
because
Yes, you
think about the.
They couldn't talk to the normal.
Well, they have to. That's what makes it so good because then they might hook up with
Oh.
someone else and
Oh, you mean it's two celebrities together, or just one random
One
celebrity?
random
one random celebrity.
In the mix.
Max Key, for example.
I think he's too young.
He's too young.
Okay, I'm just saying that I just wanted a reason to play the song.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all it
And what a
was.
song it is.
It was time to Max.
Okay, and that's our podcast for this week. Thanks very much for listening. Thank you, Alice. Thank you, Nando's. And we will be back with more Married at First Sight updates as they come to hand. It's not the bloody news, is it?
It is the news.
Bye.
Kia ora, this is Toby Manhire, here to urge you to tune in to Gone by Lunchtime, a podcast with me, Annabelle Lee Mather and Ben Thomas, tackling the world of New Zealand politics, from policy to polling, from scandal to psychodrama. Listen to Gone by Lunchtime, brought to you by the Spin-Off Podcast Network, wherever good pods are sold.
Kia ora e te iwi, Te Aihe Butler here, podcast manager at The Spinoff. If you enjoy listening to our podcasts, consider supporting our mahi by signing up to become a Spinoff member at thespinoff.co.nz/donate. The Spinoff Podcast Network.